Thanks, Doug. So TUCC, and more specifically the Center for Church Development and Leadership, about 5 years ago, joined a partnership with Shining Waters Regional Council to offer team ministry orientation training to new ministry teams. So when a new minister joins an incumbent minister, we provide a one-day training workshop for the team ministry teams and a 6-month check-in. So we have, over the last 5 years or so, worked with about 9 congregations, team ministry teams, and we have 2 wonderful TUCC consultants who have come to join us on this program, Linda Butler and Warren McDougall. Many of you will know Linda and Warren. They were in team for many, many years. I don't know how many, I didn't mean to go back to Linda and ask, but it's many years together. They're kind of like a married couple together. And so I think the teams that have been taking part in their training courses have really benefited from their experience in team ministry and the gifts that they bring to these workshops. So what kind of format are these sessions held in? So prior to the one-day session with the team, Linda and Warren will obtain the most recent job descriptions from the Ministry and Personnel Committee. And then they will each have a one-on-one conversation with the incumbent minister and the incoming minister. So that's all in preparation for their one-day session together. Many of the groups have benefited from their one-day session. As a really rich day together. It'll involve worship as well as thinking about their different personality types, team meetings beyond just the 2 ministers, how to communicate with the team members, and just really thinking about how they work together as a team. And they also create a kind of contract together at the end of the day, or a covenant, and they will review that when they come back together for a half-day session about 6 months later. And so we have really found it a beneficial program, but we really didn't know the specifics of how beneficial or what was helpful to people. And so we were delighted when Todd McDonald, who is Pastoral Relations Minister for Shining Waters Regional Council, decided to undertake, as part of his sabbatical last year, an appreciative inquiry research project on this program. And so I'll let you hear from Todd about some of his findings. He met with about 7 of the individuals who took part in the team ministry training program, some of them in a group, and then others who he met with individually. So here's Todd.
Thank you for this opportunity to talk about my sabbatical research project. For this research project, it was an appreciative inquiry methodology that I used, which doesn't look for problems, it looks for what's life-giving and then enhance it. So the research question that I asked when I looked at the team orientation and development program was, what was life-giving to the participants? Those team ministry teams, what was life-giving for them? That was my research question, and then how do we enhance that? And so I found 2 findings from my research project. The first was team ministry is a shared pilgrimage of mutual support. The participants identified that the program helped them grow in trust and knowledge of each other that would have taken probably a year and a half, but because of the program, it happened in a day and a half. They grew in their personal knowledge and understanding of each other, what would have taken a long time. They were able to achieve that in a very short time, which really helped their team develop and helped their team develop very soon and very well. The second one is that team is bigger than the team, that this team ministry, they enjoyed what happened. They thought it was so valuable that they wanted to extend that to the rest of the team, the lay employees, the custodian, the administrator, musician. They wanted that kind of training for the whole team. Those are the 2 findings that I found with those 7 participants. And it was a very enjoyable time, and I really appreciated the opportunity to do this.
So as Todd mentioned, there were 2 main findings from that. Team ministry is a shared pilgrimage of mutual support. And out of that, there came a desire for these teams to meet kind of regularly on an ongoing basis. So we are building in, as part of the team ministry program, a follow-up day to after their 6-month check-in, where they can meet with other teams that are involved in team ministry. There will be a cost to the individual congregations taking part in that, but overall, the team ministry program is still largely supported by the region. And the second finding was that team is bigger than the team, so extending the learning to the rest of the church staff. So we have created an online nurturing church staff teams e-learning module, which is now on ChurchX. I invite you to inquire about that, to find that module, because we're hoping that some more church teams will take part in it. And secondly, we'd like to empower and resource ministry teams to orient the ministry and personnel committees. So we're looking at ways to create resources for that. And those are the main findings. Thank you.